This is cute. So this is Baked Magic. This is a lesbian witch dating sim. It's about 30 minutes long. We will be able to play this game to completion. Wheels of Aurelia and Blind Men will play about 30 minutes or 45 minutes of each. Those games will be able to do like one run through, but not play everything. If you did all the completionist version of it and played all the different routes, you would be here for about 3 to 4 hours with each of those. But we will be able to see one ending for Blind Men and probably 3 endings for Wheels of Aurelia in the time that we have. So I'll go ahead and get this over with. This is also, I've heard, kind of quirky and fun because you're like playing as a side character or something. There's a different angle on this, like, which is fun.
Oh, look at these gay witches coming in here. I'm going to give them a cake.
Right. So I'm also going to make it so you can't see my cursor. There we go. All right, so here's Lana. And we've got save and history and all this sort of stuff, so space is usually enter.
Perfect.
Maybe it's click. No, you gotta click. All right, fine, we'll click. All right. Do you want to be Lana?
Sure. Once the apple cinnamon muffins are done, we'll be finished with today's baking.
And also let me know how that game audio is. Right now it's just music or whatever and our voices, but just want to make sure that that's balanced. We're not being drowned out by the music, but you can also still hear it. My ace-ass is thrilled. I mean, they're just baking. What says love but baking?
I think I'll open the store a little early today.
Lana, come quick!
Elliot, what's the matter?
I started a fire!
Then put out the fire. Oh! Elliot, where's the fire?
Right here! Oh, God.
Oh, you conjured fire. When you said you started a fire, I thought you'd set the kitchen.
As in Eliza says, arson already. Nothing says love like arson. Okay. You're having a side to the audience. We're gonna need some film noir music up in here.
My name is Lana and I run this bakery.
No way! I'm not that careless. At least not anymore.
This little ball of energy is my apprentice, Elliot Ardia.
It's Elliot Antifa. I wasn't able to control my fire magic at all last week, but I practiced really hard, and I finally got the hang of it. I wanted to show you how much I've improved.
And we're witches.
In case you didn't know by the hat. Now my fire!
What am I gonna do with you?
Later that morning. Lana, I can't find the powdered cinnamon.
It's on the shelf next to the clove.
Okay.
I've had this bakery for over 3 years now. This is a weird thing to do in a novel.
To speak directly to the player? Yeah, a little weird.
It's always been my dream to open up a store and share my delicious snacks and remedies with the people of
the Shire.
Parenia.
I found it.
Good work, Elliot. Elliot's one of the first customers I ever had, and back then, I hadn't realized she was a witch. Last year, she came to me saying she wanted to learn how to use magic to bake.
That's pretty presumptuous of me to assume you were also a witch. Lana, look! I finished dusting the apple cinnamon muffins. Don't they look appetizing?
Initially, I was reluctant.
Get it? Appetizing? It's like appetite, but with I'm holding these apple cinnamon muffins.
Did you put clove on this instead of cinnamon? Yes, well done. Could you please put them on the display stand?
You got it, boss.
But even after I turned her down so many times, she still visited the store and begged me to teach her.
It's almost like there's mutual pining or something.
It's not mutual.
Oh, you didn't laugh at my amazing joke. It isn't mutual, Hero. You're right.
She's very persistent. Last month, I finally agreed to take her on as my apprentice.
Oh, thank you, Dildra, for the raid.
Ha.
That didn't sound sincere.
And things at the bakery have never been more lively since.
Good morning. Morning. Here comes our #1 customer. How's life at the castle going, Jane?
Oh, what happened to your arm? This is Jane Doe. She's a royal knight that comes by the bakery every morning to buy blueberry lavender muffin.
She really likes blue. It's her brand. It's going fine. You know, I can't say too much about what happens at the castle. We served together during the war.
Also served together during the war. You could say we've been through a lot together.
Aw, stingy.
Should I get your usual, Jane?
If you would, thanks, Lana.
I am grateful that she still comes to visit me every morning.
Jane, are you alright? You have bags under your eyes. Thanks for your concern, Elliot, but I'm fine. There's a lot going on at the castle at the moment, so I just haven't been sleeping well for the past couple of months.
Nights. Not months.
But you know, the war.
Would you like something to help you sleep?
Oh! Who are we playing as? Are we playing as Lana? I guess we're playing as Lana. Do you want to flirt or suggest a sleep remedy?
We could flirt. I have just the thing for sleepless nights.
Aha! What do you suggest?
It's easier to people to fall asleep when they have someone to hold it. No.
Oh, that went in a very wholesome direction that it could.
Or there's someone holding them. If you need a person for either suggestion, I'll happily volunteer
just being
my
very
services.
straightforward here,
I was
aren't we?
actually going to volunteer Elliot's services, but I don't know if this is that type of...
Thanks for the offer, but I don't think that's the right solution to my problem. You see, I radiate asexual energy, so I just don't get it. Scribbles. I'm taking notes, Lana.
What are you writing?
I'm taking notes.
What are you writing?
This did not work. We're not going to try this next time. Today's lesson, how not to flirt with customers.
You're saying that out loud?
Yes.
Elliot.
I'm saying it to the player.
Please don't write that down.
We're breaking the fourth wall.
Elliot. Well, since my first proposal seems to have been rejected, how about I make you a potion that makes you fall asleep forever instead?
Forever? A sleeping potion? I'm not sure.
Don't worry, it won't knock you unconscious straight away. The potion I have in mind will just help you relax a little bit and make it easier for you to fall asleep with it.
What kind of bakery is this? I didn't know. Did you bake Benadryl into the muffins?
It's
like,
just strong alcohol.
Are there side effects?
Wooziness. You'll wake up normally and feel refreshed. No adverse side effects. Nothing like the potions we used during the war.
What sort of potions did you use during the war?
It was just booze.
I see. Very well then.
Shall I make you the potion and deliver it to the castle tonight?
If you would, thank you.
I'll come in person.
Oh, I can drop it off for
Elliot! How do you plan to get to the castle?
I can walk. I have legs.
You haven't been practicing how to fly, have you?
I can do it. I can't do it. I can't control more than one element like you can, Lana. I'm not the Avatar. I can barely make fire. How do you expect me to use wind magic so soon?
Conjure fire.
Ugh. Please let me do the delivery. I'm not as magically gifted as some of the other witches in town, but you are still willing to take me on as your student.
How many witches are in town?
I don't know, and I also don't know if I'm a witch apprentice or if I'm a bakery apprentice. Am I here to learn how to do magic or bake? I don't know. I want to prove my worth as your apprentice with or without magic. I guess if all else fails, I'll just bake really well.
No, there's always the fallback plan. When you're this determined, how could I possibly say no?
Woohoo! Good for you, Elliot. I'll greet you at the castle gates after sundown. All right, I'll see you then, Jane. I hope your potion works, Lana.
Do you doubt my skill?
Never.
I put a lot of people to sleep during the war.
I'll see. See ya, Jane! So what type of sleeping potion are you gonna make, Lana?
Just a simple one. Would you like to help?
Oh god, Potion Making Simulator 2021. This can't possibly end poorly. I feel like I'm learning a lot today.
I'm glad you think so.
That's...
There's more to witchcraft than summoning and conjuring. You know. Knowledge of the world around us will improve our ability to brew potions and perform acts of alchemy.
Scribble.
First, we'll need to gather all the ingredients.
Oh, well, yeah, this is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Okay. What do you need?
For this potion, I'll need some valerian root, passion flower, and peppermint leaves. This is literally a...
Yeah, this is... You can do this in real life.
All of these have sedative effects on the consumer, but have varying degrees of effectiveness.
Are you witches or are you just herbalists?
She conjured fire.
That's true.
I can conjure fire too, but I need to use a torch.
Well, yes. Okay, do we have all those things?
We do, but...
But what?
Elliot,
What?
did you by any chance move things around in my kitchen before this morning?
I took some of the ingredients off the shelves when I was looking for the cinnamon, but then I forgot where everything went, so I just put them back where I thought they would go, and it's all alphabetized by last letter.
Sigh. Let's see.
I'm sorry, I messed up your kitchen. And your
No.
life, and your love life. I'm just the worst.
Fine. I should have been supervising you instead of making muffins.
Like our job is.
We'll just have to look around the kitchen and try to find them.
Okay, we can't use Accio peppermint or anything like that. Lana,
Yes.
what were the ingredients you needed again? I don't have magical memory.
Sigh. I say sigh.
You say sigh.
Valerian root, passion flower, peppermint leaves. I'll write it down.
Thank you.
I don't know why you're not scribbling this down. You scribble everything else down.
I'll remember this time. Dressed like a Christmas elf. Oh, hello. That looks like peppermint.
I'm gonna be right back.
Maybe I'll brew some green tea later. Oh, you're the one looking for things. Oh, that's basil. What are you? Ah, that's peppermint. It looks exactly the same as the green tea. I was on the right track. Okay, so we got our green tea, valerian root. That sounds like something that would be here. What is the passion flower? Well, hey, was still looking for that anyway. And valerian root. This just looks like cocaine. I don't know what this is. And grapes? Grapes. That's not where the cinnamon is supposed to be. This is very upbeat, fast-paced Pokemon music for searching for valerian root. Ah, here's the valerian root. All right. Oh my goodness. Cute. All right. What is that? When did you get that?
This is a witch hat.
Things just show up to our house. All right. I actually had fun looking for the ingredients. Maybe we can do that again sometime.
Please don't mess up my kitchen.
Okay.
Sigh. Elliot, please mind the front of the store and serve any customers as they walk in while I work in the back.
Okay, I won't let you down.
Yeah,
I won't let anybody steal anything, and I won't give away free samples anymore.
Hee hee, I'm sure you won't.
Later that evening. I hear fire.
Why isn't this part gamified? The rest of the day goes by rather uneventfully. I take my time preparing the potion, making sure to use the correct measurements. Using too much or too little of any ingredient can change the potency and the taste of the potion.
It can be very minty. It's sleeping.
It's a sleepy bottle.
Oh.
At the end of the day, we close the bakery and I give Elliot a box with the potion inside of it to deliver to Jane.
One speedy delivery to the castle coming right up.
Be careful. It would be faster for me just to fly to the castle myself, but I admire Elliot's passion and determination. When I first took her on to my apprentice, she caused me a lot of trouble.
When you first took me on.
She constantly made mistakes while baking, and her aptitude with magic was quite low. But she tries her best. I find it endearing.
This is suddenly a noir game, isn't it?
I've never met someone as dedicated and determined as baking as her.
Not since the war.
I can't help but want to support and encourage her. I like passion. I hope she doesn't get lost on her way to the castle, but I'm sure she will.
The next day.
I wake up early in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Make my way downstairs to the bakery. It's dark in the little kitchen.
Poof.
With a flick of my wrist, the fireplace lights up. Not all witches and Panry are born with the ability to use magic.
I guess it's learned?
Most develop a spark during childhood.
Oh, we get some lore here.
But in rare cases, people can train themselves to force a spark to ignite. Elliot's one of the latter. She's been training since adolescence, but only ignited her spark last year.
So she just wanted to have magic really, really hard.
So there used to be tubes that went up to the heavens.
Oh
and
my goodness, we're getting very Kabbalah up in here. Okay.
I admire her determination and perseverance. I, on the other hand, am one of the former. I first developed my spark when I was 8. Another child in my neighborhood had dug out the sunflowers I had been growing, so I lit her on fire. I was so enraged I spent weeks growing those flowers.
And then they recruited me for the war.
I raised my hand to grab his arm.
Oh God.
But the earth beneath him rose and began engulfing him instead. This is actually...
And then all of the weeds went inside all of his orifices and suffocated him to death.
Oh my God. And that was the first time I ever used magic. Luckily, he was also a witch. He conjured a wave of water to wash over us. He said it would help cool me down.
What if he hadn't been a witch? Would he have died?
It turned out he had picked the flowers because he wanted to give them to a girl he liked. But they were my flowers, and he didn't like me. So I cursed the town to only have lesbians, and no men would ever get lucky. Okay, that's
It doesn't
fine.
matter, that's canon.
He came to me the next day crying because she had rejected him. Ha ha ha. I guess even magic can't save a person from the pains of heartache. Ha ha ha.
Lana!
I walk over and unlock the back door.
Morning, Lana!
Good morning, Elliot. Did you manage to deliver the potion last night?
I sure did. Oh, and listen to this. Last night there was a lot of commotion at the castle.
Commotion?
The guards were running around frantically, and several messengers were entering and exiting the castle last night.
Oh my. What do you suppose was the cause? I'll engage in conversation. Do you think it's unordinary for there to be such movement around a castle?
I'm not sure. Perhaps the guards were looking for something. Or someone. Or maybe the king was sending out declarations of war to the neighboring kingdoms. Or maybe love letters. It's also Valentine's Day.
Hee hee, you have such an active imagination. I like that about you.
Oh,
I don't like you, though.
Thank
just-
you. Is this an enemies to lovers? Or who are we shipping in this story? I don't know.
I think I came off a little hostile with Lana to begin with. I don't think that's how it's intended, but...
I don't know. She seems a little guarded. King Carl.
You won't need to worry about King Carl declaring war on anyone
King
anytime
Carl!
soon. Not after last time.
How can you be so sure about Carl?
Carl? That's war!
Carl! Because the last word
war
is
ended.
recently ended.
Many lives were lost, including the Queen's.
She also fought in the war.
Her last wish was for the prince and princess to live in a world with peace and harmony. So we killed everyone. Except for the witches.
And the lesbians. And the lesbian witches. You have so much faith in the king.
He's under my spell. I mean, I did serve him in the war after all. I would know him pretty well.
Can you tell me more about the war? I didn't ignite my spark until after it ended, so I was never exposed to the battlefield.
There isn't a lot to say. The slime monster suddenly appeared one day, and King Carl enlisted the aid of all of the witches throughout Perinia to banish them.
Excuse me? Jane served in the war too, right? Even though she isn't a witch.
Yeah, she's a skilled fighter, and you could have been too, but you decided not to work on that.
Yeah, well, I am going to be a witch, whether it kills me. What were the slimes like?
Slimy.
Well, that's not very informative.
Haven't you ever played an RPG? There's very many types of slimes. Some were like water elementals and some like fire.
Is that how Jane got her scar? Fighting a slime?
It's not polite to ask questions about scars.
Probably
Elliot.
a fire slime, right? Oh, I thought maybe you just accidentally set somebody on fire.
It was a metal slime. It was
a metal slime?
Yeah.
Oh, so that was in the second series, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you have some vanilla muffins to make?
Oh, I can do that.
Of course you can. You're a baker. Do you know what ingredients you need? Hint. Vanilla.
Flour and sugar and vanilla? Flour, milk, vanilla, and sugar. And is that everything? Maybe some butter.
You also need oil and eggs.
Oh, well, yeah, or butter. And salt. Oh, I need to write that down. And Michelle gets to bake.
Didn't you write it down last time?
I forgot where I left the notes.
Elliot.
Later that morning.
Morning kicks off with the two of us baking all sorts of delicious treats. Before I know it, the time that Jane routinely comes out and arrived. But she's not here! Oh.
Good morning. Morning, Jane.
Good morning, Jane. How did you sleep last night?
I'm here, aren't I? About that. I'm sorry, Lana. I didn't get a chance to take the potion last night, even though you went through all the trouble of brewing and delivering it to me.
Oh, it's nothing to apologize over.
Why didn't you take it? I really shouldn't say. Oh, please.
I'm also curious.
No.
After all, I went to all the trouble of making the potion. The least you could do is an explanation for why you didn't take it.
Vienna speculates that the slime monsters were failed baking experiments. I like this headcanon. I already paid you in coin for the potion, Lana.
You can repay me with something else for the emotional trauma of not having my product used. It hurts my feelings.
And my legs! I had to walk such a long distance to deliver it because I still don't know how to fly.
Yes, poor Elliot. We demand compensation in the form of castle gossip.
The old...
You know, the word on the street. The Watts, as we call it. Word on the street.
The old you would have never stooped to such trivial excuses, Lana.
Well, the old me would have had been in your bed last night.
Oh, is this your doing, Elliot? Very well. We had a few messengers from the neighboring nations arrive, so I had to escort them around the castle. Why were there so many messengers? I saw a few when I came by. They were returning responses to the king's invitation.
The king's invitation?
Yes. You see, the king plans to hold a ball in a couple of days. All the nobles of Perinia will be attending, as well as some ambassadors from the neighboring nations. Wow, a ball! This just became Cinderella! Luca will also be attending.
Luca?
Who's Luca? Another witch that Lana and I are acquainted with.
He's a childhood friend of mine, you could say. I'm not surprised he's attending. He is noble after all.
Is that the guy that you wrapped with the devil's snare?
He has a tendency to fall madly in love with every man, woman, and anything in between that he meets.
Oh, I love this bisexual disaster friend of yours.
That would be Pan.
That's fair. It was a pansexual disaster friend.
It's best if you keep safe distance from him.
Oh, okay, but he sounds like fun. What's the occasion? The princess's betrothment.
Betrothment?
I thought she was already married. She's getting married. Who's she going to marry? I'm not sure yet. I'm not high enough in the chain of command to be informed. But
I get it. The prince and princess were of the same family.
Oh, yes, they're brother and sister. But the princess has requested to specifically have your muffins served at the ball because they're going for a brunch theme.
He's stunning with my muffins.
Yes. Wow.
Why would she request my muffins specifically?
She eats your blueberry lavender muffins every day.
I thought you were having my muffins!
The muffins you buy every morning have been for the princess? Yes. I didn't know that. Wow, Lana, your food is being eaten by royalty.
I suppose I should feel honored? Question mark.
Oh.
I actually thought Jane was eating my muffins. As it turns out, she wasn't coming to visit me, but she was just running errands. I'm not sure how this makes me feel. I do actually know how this makes me feel.
Disappointed. Anyway, the king wishes to order 500 muffins from you for the night after tomorrow. Can you two make 500 muffins in 48 hours?
I can't really decline a request from the king, can I?
No, I guess not. You'll just have to manage with one stove and, one pot. You will, of course...
2 witches, 1 stove.
2 witches, 1 stove. Let's go. You will, of course, be invited to attend the ball as well, because, you know, you're catering. You'll have to walk around with the little platters with the muffins on it, or, you know.
Okay. The night after tomorrow, correct? I should be able to get that done. I assume Elliot wants to help.
You bet I do!
Excellent. Consider it done.
Thank you.
Are you alright?
Yes, please don't worry about me. I'll just take my usual muffin and return to the castle.
Alright.
You mean the princess's muffin?
I go behind the counter and place the blueberry lavender muffin into a carrying bag. We're showing you this. For some reason, I put it in a fancier bag than usual, opting for a black pouch with gold hemming instead of a plain
It's almost as if you know it's for a princess now.
Here you go.
Thank you, Lana.
Did I subconsciously try to present the muffin in a more sophisticated manner because I knew it was meant for royalty?
I'll be back the same time tomorrow. Have a good day, Jane. I thought she wanted my muffins.
She leaves, but not before showing a pained look on her face.
Jane didn't look happy when talking about the princess's betrothment.
She's got a crush on them.
She very clearly is, yes.
I had a feeling I knew why, but it wasn't my place to say. Elliot, I think the pumpkin seed muffins are almost finished by now. I try to ignore it and carry on with my running of the bakery.
I'll go check. That evening, we're buried in muffins. Just muffins everywhere.
Muffins from the bottom to the top! When I close the bakery, Elliot tells me she has a prior arrangement and is unable to stay.
I'm sorry, I can't stay back to help clean up today.
Don't worry, Elliot, but you're supposed to bring me these ideas before we start. Make sure you get home safely, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, you're so understanding. See you tomorrow, Lana.
I swear, if you're sleeping with Jane. I lock the door behind her. Sigh. I'm still bothered by that look on Jane's face after she spoke to us this morning. I could tell she was troubled by the princess getting married.
This is the noir part of the game.
And I guess that bothered me. The obvious fact that Jane had feelings for the princess. I don't know what to do with my own feelings right now.
The next day. Lana, my arms are getting tired from all this mixing. How do you do this every morning?
Magic.
A KitchenAid stand mixer, now $3.99 at Home Depot.
At Home Depot?
I don't know, it was the first home goods store I thought of.
They've been trying to sell me a washing machine because they think I'm doing more wash during the pandemic than I was beforehand.
They're just making stuff up now.
I suppose this would be a good time to teach you how to use magic to mix the batter.
Really? Yes. I need a quill, please wait.
Maybe she should start carrying the quill and ink with her.
All right, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh!
Egg. Begin with egg. Your initial spark element was fire, Elliot. You should also have slight connection with the bowl and wind and earth elements. He said both.
I'm absolutely gonna set this egg on fire. Okay, wind!
First, pinpoint a specific part of the egg and focus your magic.
The yolk.
You gotta be yoking. I want you to mix the batter in a circular motion.
I'm trying. Oh, I guess I'm just clicking.
We continue to channel our magic around and around. That's it.
Sounds easy, but I'm sure I'll make mistakes.
Do you want me to watch you do it again?
Yes, please.
Okay, after this, I want to see you give it a go.
All right. Boop, 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 boop. All right.
And that's how we do it.
Wow, you made that look so easy, Lana. You just clicked the egg a lot.
Thank you, Elliot, but flattery won't improve your magic skills.
I know. Okay, I think I'm ready to give it a try.
Good luck.
Let's wind this egg. Oh God, it's changing on me. I'm losing control. Oh no, I set the egg on fire! Oh no, oh no.
Calm down, Elliot.
Oh,
When you panic, you can accidentally channel your spark element.
I knew I was gonna set that egg on fire.
In your case, it's fire.
Okay.
Just take a few seconds to calm you down. Shall we try again?
All right, sure. One more time. We'll just use this same. Okay. Oh, I did it.
She seems to be getting the hang of it. I can see some real promise. Great work, Elliot.
I can mix all day. I don't know why I kept the same egg that I had already scrambled, but you know.
Very good, but I think we should stop here for today.
But I'm on fire right now. Oh no! I didn't mean it like that! Water! I need water!
You got too excited.
Oh. Pillowcase.
We still have a long
Fire
way to
yolk.
go. Oh my god.
After some time.
You did pretty well with making today's batch.
Oh, but the amount of times I lit the batter on fire.
It's okay, it goes in the oven
I'm
anyway.
sorry I wasted so many ingredients.
It's quite alright, Elliot. Did you know that setting flour on fire is very dangerous?
I didn't know that. Lana, you're so kind. Oh, here comes our Lana! I need your help.
Excuse me?
The king! He plans to wed the princess off to the first man that can defeat his fighter. When you pause at the wrong time. He plans to wed the princess off to the first man that can defeat his fighter in a duel at the ball tomorrow night.
What?
I need you to create a potion that will turn me into a man.
I don't... What?
What? Please, I'm begging you. It's the only way I'll be able to fight for her. I can't possibly allow the princess to marry the first man to defeat the king's fighter. Who knows what sort of barbarian it could be. But there's a chance the winner could be a kind-hearted person. I can't risk it. I can't bear the thought of her marrying a stranger she doesn't even know.
Jane, rather than her marrying an unknown man, isn't it more accurate to say you can't bear the thought of her marrying someone other than you?
I'm just a knight. I'm not even a high-ranking officer. I'm an elf, and my body is scarred from the war. I don't have any redeeming qualities.
Oh, God.
And my biggest setback of all is that I am a woman. What right do I have to stand by the princess's side unless I change? What do you want to do? You can help, you can say, no, I don't want to help, or you can confess your own feelings.
I don't think confessing my own feelings is the appropriate thing to do in this situation.
Probably not. I don't think turning into a man and pretending to I don't think that's the solution.
I think I can be against it and the game will still progress me into making this happen anyway.
Okay.
That is ridiculous. You want me to turn you into a man? What does being a woman have to do with anyway? There is no point in winning her hand if you have to live out the rest of your life pretending to be someone that you are not. She would not have married you, Jane. She would be married to a fraud.
Unless you truly want to be a man, in which case go for it. But it seems like this is just a ploy.
Okay, those were my lines, but...
Then tell me, what else am I supposed to do?
Turn her into a man!
That also won't work.
Fight for her! Fight for the princess's hand and stand by her side just as you are.
Yeah, who's to say you can't enter the combat as a woman? Yeah, just go into the trial by combat as a woman.
There is no need for you to change.
You wouldn't understand, Lana. You are of the common race, and you're even a respected witch. You wouldn't understand how it feels to be looked down upon. You don't understand what I had to go through just to get where I am.
Don't give me that horseshit.
Lana?
Of course I don't know what you went through. No one but you will ever truly understand your pain and suffering, but that doesn't mean the rest of us haven't had it so easy. What do you think happened to me and the other witches after the war had ended? A hero? A killer? A weapon? I didn't ask to be any of those things.
Lana, please calm down.
Don't come to me for help, Jane. If you want to fight for the princess, then do it with your own damn strength, not someone else's.
So be it. Jane, wait!
Let her go, Elliot.
But you two can't end on bad terms.
Do you think she's going to die? Don't worry about us. We'll be back to normal after a good night's sleep. Because I'll put something in that potion.
Lana, are you okay?
Yes.
I don't know why I even bothered asking.
Let's get back to work, Elliot. We still have an order to prepare for tomorrow night.
We still have to go to the ball. That evening.
After I send Elliot home for the day, I sit in the kitchen in silence. The only sound I could hear was the crackling of the fireplace. Sigh. Today has been both physically and mentally draining. The bakery seemed busier than usual today. Some of the customers were definitely not locals. I figured they must be visiting from the neighboring nations. Why didn't they fight the slimes? Were they here to celebrate the princess's betrothment? Perhaps they too were planning to fight for the right to marry her. Even after the last customer left, I waited well past sunset to close the bakery. After what happened this morning, I just wanted to drown myself in work. It was going to be a long day tomorrow. I should head to bed early tonight.
The day of the ball.
Surprisingly, I had a good night's sleep. It is a new day today.
Everything's coming up, Lana.
Oh! But that doesn't mean the events of yesterday did not happen. It also means I have a very large order of muffins to prepare.
Lana, I'm here!
I open the door.
Good morning, Lana.
Good morning, Elliot. Thank you for coming a little earlier than usual to help with today's order.
It's my pleasure!
We have a lot to do today, and not enough time to do it.
I missed that, whatever it was.
You just said, oh, okay. I don't waste time with idle chit-chat this morning.
Greg says, how much gay angst could there be in 45 minutes? The war. A lot.
Everything I've taught you so far has been leading up to this moment. I need you to find the ingredients for me and help me mix the batter. We are going to work hard and fast, and I won't be able to give you much assistance. In fact, I'll actually be timing you this time.
I can handle it.
All right, are we ready?
Yes!
I'm counting on you. Elliot,
Oh God.
Please hand me the eggs on the bench.
Where are the eggs? Yes, Lana. Eggs.
Thank you, Elliot. I need the flour now.
Got it! That's flour. Oh, wait, that's flour.
Elliot, this is not flour.
Flour!
Good work, Elliot. Could you grab me the lavender from the corner?
Yeah, okay, there we go. Lavender!
Great. Can you hand me some blueberries?
Okay. Blueberries. Oh, these are blueberries.
Perfect. You've been really helpful so far, Elliot. Are you ready to mix the batter now?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Great. Remember to focus carefully.
Don't set it on fire.
If you concentrate wanders just a little bit, you might burn the batter.
I won't burn the batter. I won't let you down, Lana.
Yeah, I'm sure you won't.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, we're doing it. Don't set it on fire. Oh my God. It's so hard. This little one kills me. Oh shit.
Oh, this is cute.
And in the oven it goes.
In the oven it goes.
Yay.
Great job, Elliot. Not only did you work efficiently, but you used your magic to mix the batter. I am so proud of you.
Thank you so much, Lana. I was only able to do it because I have such an amazing teacher.
Flattery will only get you so far, Elliot.
Yeah, but will it get me in your, fair enough to receive a reward?
Perhaps. What would you like?
Really? Well, maybe I'll ask for it at the ball.
Are you sure? If it's something I can get for you immediately, you might as well ask now.
It's all right, Lana. I'll ask during the ball. We'll rain check it.
Very well. Muffin making successful! Poking the egg. The morning has been extremely hectic, all that egg poking. I decided not to open the store today so that Elliot could finish working on the muffins for tonight's ball. I mean, after all, the kings should pay us. I was mixing several bowls of batter at once using magic.
How many dozen is 500?
Well, 12 dozen is a gross, which is 144.
Easily, like almost over 40 dozen.
Yeah.
40 dozen? Holy shit. That's like 40 bowls of batter.
We're doing some very basic math very poorly here.
A bowl of batter is about a dozen muffins, I would imagine. Let's just assume for simplicity.
A few dozen muffins were baking already, and before I knew it, Jane had arrived at the bakery. Jane.
Hello, Lana, Elliot, and is anyone in? Coming! I'll get the door for her, Lana.
Thank you. You shouldn't have. Why'd you bring her back here?
Morning.
Morning, Jane. The tension is thick enough to cut with a butter knife, which is a
Lana.
strange thing to say.
About yesterday.
I'm sorry. I don't want to leave things where they currently are between us, so I've decided to kill you.
Oh.
I lashed out at you and said some unnecessary things yesterday. Why was I so angry?
Because the yearning.
I just don't think that you need to change who you are for the princess. if she doesn't acknowledge yada yada yada. But I also know that you're the type of person that would do anything for the people that you care about, even if it's your own expense.
Lana, I know you didn't just say those things yesterday to be rude. I know you care. Thank you. And I'm also sorry for suddenly asking you to do something so selfish.
Just tell me, though, what is so special about the princess that she's worth becoming an entirely different person to fight for?
You know, even though I'm a royal knight, I'm not actually supposed to have direct contact with the princess. I'm not a captain or anything special like that. The only reason I get to see her every day is because she asks me to buy her a blueberry lavender muffin. Why would you think she asked you to buy it specifically? Even I don't know. Maybe she's giving it to somebody she likes.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Wouldn't that be crazy? During the time I get to spend with her, those 5 minutes every day when I give her those muffins, she will always ask me about my day and listen to me ever so intently. I'm just so starved for anyone to give a shit. She's so kind. She will encourage me when I'm feeling down or struggling with something, but will also lecture me when I make mistakes. The short moments I get to spend with her fill me with an indescribable feeling.
I'm perfectly capable of lecturing you when you make mistakes.
Like this special type of warmth. What do they call that? It's called love!
Elliot.
Perhaps. But at the end of the day, seeing her beautiful and sincere smile makes me happy. When the princess marries someone, there's the chance that I will no longer be needed. If her fiancé were from a neighboring nation, she would likely leave Perennia. I guess I just want to stay by her side as long as I could.
Then fight for her! Jane, if you really want to stay by her side, just fight for her.
Do you mean literally or figuratively?
I can't guarantee that you will be accepted as you are now, but neither can I say with certainty that you won't. Isn't it a risk you're better off taking than regretting later?
I'm scared.
Of course you are, but you fought a dragon. Who hasn't been afraid or nervous when doing something for love?
Becky, if we go by Lady Gaga's poker face, muffin could be a euphemism.
I've been going with that the whole time.
The entire time she's been bluffing with her muffin.
Uh-huh.
Your words don't fill me with confidence. Here, Jane. Oh my goodness. Shoves a muffin in your face. Oh.
Elliot, she doesn't actually like those muffins.
If words don't fill you with confidence, then let our muffins fill you with happiness.
Ha 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 ha. I've never heard anything so eloquently said before. I should put that on the signboard or somewhere.
Thank you, Elliot.
That night, Jane was beheaded for failing her dress inspection. She had crumbs of blueberry and lavender.
We finished making the muffins, finally.
I went upstairs to take a quick bath before changing clothes. And then, it was time for the ball.
Ah, shadow people.
Ah.
Wow! We dressed the same as our bakery clothes.
I would have hoped we'd have better clothing for the ball.
The ball hasn't even started yet, and there's already so many people.
Especially you, Elliot.
I'm so excited.
That's great, Elliot. Be sure to stay close. We'll be staying in the main hall most of the night, but the castle itself has many rooms and hallways, so it's easy to get lost.
Okay. Hey, Lana.
Yes, Elliot?
Dressing up and going to the ball together, it's almost like we're on a date.
Elliot, you hardly dressed up. Yes, Elliot.
Lana, the muffins are so delicious.
Elliot, stop eating them. They're for the guests.
We can have these anytime. But they're so good. I didn't even burn the egg.
Oh, Elliot.
Oh, we have another character. Oh, it's the pansexual guy.
Yes.
You have to voice Luca.
He's pansexual. He loves bread.
In this universe, probably.
Evening, beautiful. Oh God, he's hot. Luca. Long time no see. It's been too long. The muffins being served tonight are from your bakery, correct? They're delicious.
I read that as, the muffins being served tonight, am I right?
Thank you. They are as sweet as you are. Haha, I see you're still saying such phrases.
Here's the real muffin man.
It's the truth. And who is this gorgeous girl?
Hi,
Elliot,
I'm
I said stay
gay.
No. Bad Elliot. What? You're going to give her the wrong impression of me. Just no. I just want to introduce myself. Good evening, beautiful. Luca de Castro, but you can call me Luca. I'm good friends with Lana since childhood. And you are?
Only interested in women. Very, very gay.
Haha, I don't even have a chance, do I?
Not really. Nope, never.
Lana, I'm heartbroken. I can see that. Now really, who are you? Are you someone special to Lana?
I sure am. I love seeing her face every morning, and we spend every day together, too. By nightfall, she's got me all tired out. I can barely keep up with her.
Lana, I'm so jealous. Elliot, please don't say things that will lead to misunderstandings. Elliot is my apprentice. She works at the bakery with me. Oh, there isn't anything more? No.
No, not yet.
No. Excuse me.
I just said that to the audience.
Heh, I like you, Elliot. It's a shame you don't like men.
It's not a shame to be a lesbian. Fuck you. Maybe in another life.
I hope so. Ah, it looks like the king's about to speak. I'm going to flirt with him now. The ballroom naturally falls silent. He's
single.
He is a widower.
Queen's dead. I don't know why that took me out.
Many of the guests just remain where they are in the hall, but a few are confident enough to make their way to King Carl.
Wow, it's really King Carl. My first time seeing him this close. Thank you all for your attendance this evening. Actually, you should probably be, I'm King Carl. As you all know, a reason for tonight's festivities to celebrate my beautiful daughter's betrothment. Madalena, get over here. My dear daughter, Madalena, I'm so proud to see the woman she has grown up to become. I am sure you are all eagerly excited to hear the name of the lucky man that'll marry my daughter. But even I do not know.
Whispers and murmurs spread throughout the ballroom. It seems everyone is shocked to hear that the king himself does not know who will marry the princess. Wait. Does this mean people in attendance tonight don't know about the king's fighter?
What's happening? My daughter has rejected every prince, nobleman, and suitor that has ever come in to seek in her hand. Imagine my surprise when she said she was ready to be wed. She came to me with a single condition. The person she is to marry must defeat a warrior in combat. This is her idea. I don't know.
More chatter spreads among the crowd.
She just really misses the war. I'm confused. What's going on? What's happening?
The princess was the one to decide to hold a competition for her hand, not the king?
Why would she want to do that?
I don't know. Maybe she's very pan. Heh, she's a funny one, isn't she? Luca has a coy smile on his face. What was he planning on competing?
It's quite an amusing requirement she has set, but I trust my daughter. I mean, it seems legit. We haven't done it in 400 years, but it's in the rule book. I believe something entertaining will come out of this. I can't complain. You know, blood and guts is good for ratings. And so the first to best my chosen fighter in battle will be granted my daughter's hand. Who will take up this challenge and prove that they are worthy to marry my daughter?
A few of the guests shuffle around. Some of them approach the front of the crowd, but none of them are brave enough to take on the challenge. Instead, whispers can be heard. No, I should have brought my son along. He's a skilled fighter. To think such an opportunity to be tied to the royals is missed.
If I had known before, I would have worn my armor.
You're just making excuses. You don't have the guts. They're not wrong to suddenly spring upon the guest. They are not wrong to suddenly spring upon the guest without warning and time to prepare. It's no wonder no one is confident to fight. But if that's the case, why even hold the ball to begin with?
I will fight for the princess's hand.
Oh, I got goosebumps. It's Jane. That's
It's
your
Jane.
line.
I'm glad she found the courage to come tonight, even without a potion to turn her into a man.
Yes, me too.
Lana,
Yes, Elliot?
where did your friend Luca disappear to?
I'm not sure.
This is a surprise. What's your reason for volunteering? I'm not volunteering, Your Highness. I am making a declaration. Any fighter you have chosen, or any other man or woman here that wishes to fight for the
Or
princess,
child?
I will defeat them all.
Who does the knight think they are?
You have not provided us with a reason, Jane. Jane focuses on the princess. For love, that is my reason. That is your reason? What?
Marrying for love? What a concept!
Marrying for love? What a concept. Will you allow it?
The king takes a quick glance at the princess.
I don't know. You decided these rules. What do you think? I would not accept any other reason. Very well. I'll allow it.
This is outrageous. I think it's romantic.
This is exciting. I'm rooting for Jane to win.
But the king has not announced Jane's opponent. Who will it be? I bet it's Luca.
Whoever it is, Jane is gonna kick their butt. DeCastro, where are you?
I've been here all along, Your Highness. Evening, Jane. You look more dashing than usual.
Where have you been? I already said that I don't love anybody but the princess. Thank you. Since you've been here from the beginning, then you must have heard Jane's proclamation.
I did. Yes.
Are you ready to defend the princess's hand?
I already accepted the honor to be your fighter days ago, Your Highness. If I had not come ready to fight and die on your court right here today, I wouldn't have said so and it would have dishonored my name.
What? Lucas the king's fighter? Isn't he a witch? And skinny? This seems like an unfair fight in Jane's advantage. Well, then it would seem Jane will be your first challenger for tonight. I think I know who's gonna win. Jane draws her sword and stands her ground, giving Luca a cold, hard stare. There is no sense of doubt or apprehension in her eyes. Not only first, I'll also be the last.
Heh. I like this side of you. Ow!
Jane is the first to charge forward. She closes the gap between her and Luca. She takes several swings at him with her sword, but he avoids contact with her blade each time by propelling himself backwards using magic.
He's using that magic dodge that the Witcher's got. Heh. I wish more women would chase after me as enthusiastically as you are right now, Jane.
I'm lesbian!
I don't know why I said women, I meant people.
Once she had gained a safe distance, Luca twists and flicks his wrist. Oh no!
A heavy wave of water is conjured and slams Jane against the wall. Several specters are also hit with water, sending them sliding into each other.
This is a disaster. Ugh.
You should give up, Jane. You can't beat me in a fight.
Ugh. Jane rises to her feet, combs her fingers through her dripping wet hair, and once again charges at Luca.
It is pointless.
He just keeps dodging.
Every time Jane closes the gap, Luca just uses magic to get away and push her back. Is that all you've got, Jane?
Huh! She clicks her tongue before scanning our surroundings for something, but what? A muffin. Her eyes lock into a noble. Jane dashes over to him and she grabs the muffin the noble was holding in his hand and flings it at Luca. She's using our muffins as a weapon! We'll have to put that on the sign.
Luca swiftly moves away, and the muffin hits a wall. You shouldn't waste food, Jane.
But Jane smirks. Why is she smirking? She runs over to a nearby table that's covered with our muffins.
She wouldn't.
She grabs the muffins and begins catapulting them one by one at Luca. She would! Yes, queen!
What's happening?
Pumpkin seed, vanilla, apple cinnamon, blueberry. With every flying muffin that comes hurtling towards him, Luca takes a step further and further away until she Dark Souls him out off the ledge and off the balcony. Oh my goodness. Ah! Those two won't stop at muffin!
You seriously trying to make a joke right now?
Oh goodness.
Whoa!
Luca stumbles. He just slipped on one of the muffins. A blueberry and lavender muffin to be precise.
Wait, hold on!
And that's what I call poetic justice.
Throwing the last muffin, Luca manages to deflect it using a wave of water, his spark element.
Jane must have expected this. She dodged to the side and pulls something out from behind her coat.
Another weapon?
A shimmer of yellow splashes towards Luca and he sends another wave, but the yellow liquid instead mixes with his conjured water. It has a strong odor.
It reeks of peppermint and valerian root.
Oh no, Chekhov's sleeping potion!
Luca pinches his nose to block out the stench.
Jane stands atop a fallen Luca with the tip of her sword pointed towards his neck.
You've beaten me.
I have.
Well done, Jane. I have to admit it, I am impressed. You've defeated me and earned the right to the princess's hand.
Jane lowers her sword and looks towards the king.
You ignored the rules of engagement and you cheated.
She's looking at the princess. Well, Madalena, what do you think? Jane! I told you, did I not? The person who wins the fight will without a doubt be my true love, my knight in shining armor. Princess. You'll still only call me by my title, even after you just fought for my hand? Shouldn't you be saying something else right about now? Madalena. Yes? I love you with all my heart, my mind, my body, and my soul. I know, Jane. I love you too. Ah, kissing. Ah! It's a happy ending.
For some people. Yes, I suppose it is. I'm glad Jane was able to find the strength in herself to fight for the one she loves. I'm glad that she's getting a happy ending she deserves. Is everything alright, Elliot?
I was just thinking.
Please, do share.
Well, have you ever felt something like something wasn't quite right?
What do you mean?
Like you thought the world revolved around you or that you were the main character in a story, but you're actually just the supporting character in somebody else's love story. And you really thought you had a chance to be with someone, like you tried to make the right moves and say the right things in order to impress them. But the choices you make have little to no effect on how much they actually like you. Because it was never your story to begin with. It was hers. And she had the power to decide how her love story would end all along.
Holy...
That's great. Oh, and there's no, I guess they don't end up together. That's funny. What, cock blocked by the story. Oh, that was great. I wonder if I can skip the credit. I can skip maybe? Save?
Yes, Elliot?
Oh, okay. So there is an after the credits. Okay. Remember this morning you said you'd give me a reward for successfully making the muffins?
I remember. Do you wish to ask for your reward now?
If it's okay. I want to have a dance with you.
A dance?
Yes, please.
Of course, Elliot. I would love to.
Really? Yay!
Do you know how to dance?
Not at all.
That figures.
I was hoping it would be another thing that you could teach me.
Oh, Elliot, what am I gonna do with you?
The end. Okay, so they actually do. They give you a little bit of an ending. Oh, that's funny. That's really great. Cause I remember, yeah, like I knew that it was supposedly about like what if you're a side character or whatever, but I did not know that it was going like I was questioning because I was like, well, they kind of haven't lived up to that so far. They haven't done that yet, and sure enough, turn the brightness down a little as well.